Hello, Tim from Fairplay Now on the 30th of November 2021, and I'm going to carry on talking about the whole situation here in England surrounding the new mandate for those came into force today, and I'm hearing kind of mixed reports on pushback. Some people are saying that they're going into places and it's sort of near 100% muzzleage, although that may be because they're sort of perhaps going into places where that was the case beforehand anyway, and then other people are saying they're going into things like motorway service stations and sort of various other places, and it's about 50-50, and other shops as well, and saying that it's sort of 50-50. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, although some good news is I've heard confirmed reports that both Co-op and Iceland are not going to be policing muzzleage because they just don't think it's down to their staff to do so. So that is good news, although I've heard of other bigger chains are policing it. So I guess the message is there really to go and do your shopping at Co-op and Iceland, I guess. But mixed sort of reports, but it is good that there are some of these places are pushing back on it and saying they won't be kind of enforcing it. And if they're not going to be enforcing it, that means, well, yeah, how much longer can this nonsense carry on for, is what I'd sort of say. So, moving on from the whole muzzleage thing, where, as I say, it seems to be mixed reports at the moment. Early days, and I'll know a lot more because I'll be on the train on Saturday, so I'll be able to sort of see firsthand what's going on there. So I think the next few days will be crucial on that. But as I say, moving on, this is an unconfirmed report. There's a guy called Andreas Mishley, who's actually the kind of North London gym owner who refused to close down his gym during the various lockdowns, and he kind of mounted up a whopping £77,000 worth of lockdown fines, and he's been going to court, I think in and out of court with it. And apparently, according to this thing, is this week he has won his case, and he says he will never be closing his gym again. As I say, that's very much unconfirmed. If you know kind of anything more about that, please leave a comment in the comment section below. But if that is true, it's going to be game over, isn't it, for sort of lockdowns, because if they try and bring in another one, we can sort of use this case as a precedent, and that will enable many places to stay open. So that is hopefully good news there. And finally, there is something called I talked about this quite a long time ago, the Together Declaration, and it's a group of people who have signed this thing to say no to the UK ever introducing the Big V passport. And it's, when I signed it, me and my wife Lorraine signed it, must have been probably August time, I'd say. And at that time they only had about, I'm sure it was only about 10 or 15,000 people who had signed it. But now, sort of looking at it sort of more recently, they've got 145, or very nearly 145,000 sign-ups to it now. So it really is growing at a sort of a rate of knots, and I thought I'd give it another shout out. So if you're sort of newer to this channel and you didn't hear that recommendation and you don't know this Together sort of declaration thing, you might want to go along and sign up on it for yourself and get the numbers up even higher. So let's just get that up for you. It's actually togetherdeclaration.org. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below, and you can go straight through there to the home page, and there's a big kind of black box right at the top saying sign the declaration, and it only takes a couple of minutes to do. And then there's another bit, if you want to go a bit further with this, MP letter, you'll see it at the top of the home page, and it's basically a letter template for you to send off to your MP, and it's quite a well worded, persuasive letter to send to them. You just kind of fill in the blanks, as it were, and then you can just send it off to your MP. And there is actually about 6 or 7 MPs who have already signed it. Okay, just had to move upstairs actually, because one of Lorraine's friends has come round. Didn't realise she's coming round quite this early, but I'm nearly finished anyway. What I was going to say is there's a few MPs who have already signed the Together declaration, including Henry Smith, who is one of our local MPs for Crawley in actual fact. Not actually my MP, I'm just over the borderline into a neighbouring constituency, but I'm always in and around Crawley, working and otherwise, so obviously one of our sort of very local MP, so I'm pleased to see that he's signed up for this, although my actual MP hasn't. And I think what we need to do is send this MP letter off to all of our MPs, and then if they don't bother signing this thing, at least we know where we stand with them, don't we? And if they refuse to sign it, and it's a very reasonable thing to sign, I think, so if they don't do it, they refuse to do it, well, I guess you know what to do at the next general election or the next by-election. So, as I say, I'll leave a link to the Together Declaration website in the description box below, and I'll leave it there for now. Back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.